Hi there! Today I'd like to share with you my thoughts on Diablo IV's Endgame, its faults, and how I think it could be improved moving forward. As you can see, I've recently hit level 100 and I've been struggling to find reasons to keep playing, as I'll outline below. Just a quick little reminder to please subscribe for more Diablo content and otherwise. I'm nearly at 50 subscribers! Come join our incredible community. In any case, thanks for watching and I hope you enjoy my analysis of the current state of our endgame. There is always PvP, which is a solid choice as mob density is quite high and collecting ears can be a little bit of fun, but eventually even this will grow stale. Upgrades are few and far between. I only pick up ancestral gear now and yet still I could spend 20 hours grinding for a small increase in damage and still find nothing. While we're on the topic of items, quite a bit of variety is missing compared to prior titles. Set items are now non-existent, which is just a shame. Uniques are bland for the most part, or so rare that only a handful of copies have been found by anyone, even a month into the game. I understand that chase items like these should be rare, but it's downright disheartening to know that, as it stands, I, you, or anyone else that we may play with will likely never see these items drop. And so, as it stands, endgame players are forced to repeat the same, already tired content of either PvP, Helltides when they show up, world bosses when we remembered to do them, or Legion events. Even vanilla Diablo 3 at launch had more content. At least we could beat up story mode bosses again and farm for sets. Neither of these features are present, and we are a month or more into the life cycle of the game. One could argue that Season 1 is just around the corner and hopefully that brings us more to do. But with what has been announced, I'm not keeping my hopes high. Gem replacements? Yuck. No mention of set items, which is a real head scratcher for me personally. And don't get me started on item scaling. I found gloves at level 68 that have surpassed every other copy I have found since, even at level 100. I don't really see the point in having items scale to level if the only requisite for them being good is above 60. So for now, we will continue to run around collecting ears, selling pretty much everything we find, rinsing those millions of gold on rerolls at the occultist, and then rinse and repeat. As you can see from this recent haul of items, it's all fodder anyway, so it really doesn't matter. The recent patch that we received made Helltides a little more profitable, but the fact still remains that itemization is boring at the highest levels, and the chances of finding those really rare chase uniques is still so incredibly low. I'll likely log in for an hour or so at a time now, before getting bored and playing something else. I know that I'm not alone on this. Another fault of this installment, in my opinion, compared to previous games, is the lack of a social aspect. Diablo 1, 2 and 3 all had an active chat that helped foster new friendships and added a real sense of community to the games. Diablo 4 unfortunately is missing this. Emotes are basic, there is no social channel, and trade chat is full of only gold sellers. And while we're on the topic of trades, why can't we sell or trade legendaries anymore? That was an incredible reason to keep playing, even at max level in prior games, which are now missing. I guess one plus side to all this is that there is a lot less scams going around for it. Still, I think it was an odd choice to omit legendary trades. Nightmare dungeons inevitably become a chore as well. Once you remove the XP gain as initiative, there's really no real reason to push the higher levels of dungeon, as in level 50 plus. Most people by the time they reach 100 will have already maxed out their necessary glyphs anyway. Still, I guess it's something else to do, but as I said before, it's pretty stale now. Back to town now for another lot of selling! This is my Diablo life now. Doing boring content, selling everything, and then doing it again. Fun, fun, fun! There's also the Tree of Whispers, but honestly that gear is just, if compared to just about any other method of farming available. The final thing to do in endgame which I haven't covered yet is fighting Uber Lilith. I'm going to go ahead and try on cam for you all to enjoy, just so you can see the gap between the typical level 100 and Lilith. It's actually crazy. While that's happening, I'll summarize on the points I've gone over on today's video. Endgame sucks in my opinion because of 1. Poor itemization and level scaling, 2. Lack of variety in content, 3. Lack of a social aspect. Some ways that I think it could be improved, in my opinion, are as follows. For 1, add set items. They were the ultimate chase item. 2. Let us play through campaign missions repeatedly and fight story bosses. some of those are really cool, and it would be cool to, you know, fight them again. For 3, add more in-game content, Uber bosses, etc. For 4, incentivize hitting the level cap, whether it be a boost to magic find, exclusive level 100 items, something along those lines. As it stands, there's no real reward for hitting the level cap apart from those extra Paragon points. And finally, I think, you know, add some proximity voice chat, or at least text chat. Anyway guys, I'd like to really thank you so much for watching my video and hearing out my analysis. I hope you've enjoyed my video. Please consider liking and subscribing if you did, or let me know how I could improve in the comments. I really appreciate you all, thank you so much, and I hope you're having an excellent day, or night, whatever you're doing. Righto, until next time YouTube, bye for now.